First off, I want to say, man, I thought Butler gave us a really, really tough game. Coach Jordan does a tremendous job. They were obviously a little bit short-handed tonight with Bryce Enzi, Bo Hodges, and Aaron Thompson all out. And I thought their group, he did a great job, man. They had a good game plan against us. They zoned us, tried to slow the game down. We weren't as prepared for zone, quite honestly. We haven't seen zone in a really, really long time, probably a month and a half. We prepared as if those guys were going to play, as we should have, because they're really, really good players. But again, I thought their zone was really effective, especially in the first half. I thought the second half we weren't quite as stagnant against their zone. We got the ball moving a little bit better. I thought our defense was better tonight. I thought we showed more fight. I thought we contested more. Our transition defense was a heck of a lot better. Obviously, we got to rebound better. I mean, we gave up 18 offensive rebounds. Butler, I believe, ended up out-rebounding us, by 4? And that can't happen. We've been doing a pretty good job overall. We were first in the Big East in defensive rebounding, but we're no longer going to be that. I can tell you that after that performance tonight. But we'll get that cleaned up in practice. I did think the defense is heading in the right direction. You know, as much as I've been talking about defense the last couple of days, man, maybe I should be talking about offense as well, because I felt like we set back the game a few years on that end. We got to make some shots. You know, we went 2 of 19 from 3, couldn't make free throws early, layups. We got to finish. And I told our guys to still, take the right shots. As long as we're taking the right shots, I thought we took a couple quick threes. Then I'm good. We'll live with the shots that we get. But again, our ball's got to move. We got to get the ball reversed a little bit more and be a little bit more patient on that offensive end. Last thing I want to go, Tom, before I let people ask questions. I'm really happy for Daniel Ramsey. Daniel's had a long go here at Xavier with his health, and it's just the longest he's been able to practice, the longest stretch consecutively, and he was ready tonight. And, usually this is the first time really he's played all year. I think he scored 4 points. He gave us great energy. He created some excitement amongst our team that we really, really needed at that time, because Jason had 2 fouls, Zach had 2 fouls, and Daniel was ready. So, man, really, really, really happy for Daniel, and he really helped our team tonight.
First question, Adam?
Did you consider at all, going back to Daniel in the second half, him or Kiki? I know Kiki actually made quite the impact too there, but neither one of them got in the second half.
Yeah, we thought about going back with Daniel and Kiki. I thought Daniel gave us a big lift at him. And we just, Zach was in foul trouble there in the second half as well. We decided to play smaller to try to match up on all their shooters. And so we played Jason some at the 5, which we normally don't do. But, again, I thought it gave us the best chance on the defensive end. I thought Kiki gave us a big lift offensively. He's got to rebound. He's got to get those loose balls. He's got to defend a little bit better. We're putting a big point of emphasis on that defensive end, because I really feel this way. Tonight we didn't play, and give Butler all the credit in the world. Their zone, I thought, really affected our offense. But we're going to score points. It's all about the defensive end for our team in order for us to have success.
Next question, Andy.
Travis, talk about Dejuan Odom's impact. I think you went small there when Fremantle got the 4th foul with 8 minutes left, and he really seemed to make beautiful music in his appearance.
Yeah, I thought Dejuan, I met with him a couple of days ago, and Dejuan's had a funky year, as we all have, right? And he's had some interruptions, and it's been hard for him. And I say that because he got off to such a great start as a freshman, and then all of a sudden he gets with COVID protocols. He's out for whatever long it was, 17 days, didn't do anything. Then all of a sudden you get thrusted back into the Big East. We're kind of in and out of practice, in and out of games. And I told him, I said, man, you got to get back to the Dejuan that was in the preseason, that was in the non-conference. And that is, number one, being a really good defender, feeling your presence on the ball. And I thought he did that the entire time he was in there. Number 2, putting pressure on the rim. He is as athletic as any player in the entire country, whether that's in transition, in the half court, making guys better. I think he had 3 assists. He had 8 points. I thought that's the best he's played in a while, and I'm really, really excited because he can change our team in a big, big way on both ends of the floor with him in the game.
Next question, Brandon.
Hey, Travis, I know back-to-back losses isn't that, big of a deal on a broad scheme of thing. I know you want to win every game, but when you haven't won in 3 weeks, how good does it just feel to get back on that side of things? Because I know you had only had 2 games, but 3 weeks is a long time during college basketball season.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I said that to our staff before the game. I was like, man, we haven't won in forever. It seems like it's been 5 months. And just to give our guys some confidence, sometimes you need that. Even, again, hey, an ugly win, we'll take an ugly win. We'll absolutely take an ugly win. We obviously got to clean a lot of things up, but I think that'll give our guys some confidence, especially on the defensive end.
Adam?
Travis, for a while there tonight, when it was kind of tough sledding for you guys a little bit, I thought Colby Jones was really kind of a calming influence, a guy who impacted the ability to walk out of here with a win tonight. What did you think of what he gave you tonight?
Yeah, Colby, I thought Colby was really good. I mean, you look at his stat line, I think he finished with 13 and 11 rebounds. I think it was 11 rebounds, 4 assists, he had 4 steals. I thought he played good defense, competed, made plays. I mean, he's I wish he would have dunked the ball, not missed the dunk. And I thought he also had another dunk that he tried to pass the ball back, shovel it back to Zach in transition to start the second half. But that was about the only couple mistakes. I know he made a couple other mistakes, but he played really well. I mean, he plays like a veteran. He just does. He plays at his own pace. He's as versatile as any players we've had here at Xavier during my time. I mean, for a freshman to come in here and do what he did and has been doing is really, really impressive, especially with the interruptions he's had as well to his freshman year. So, we obviously know how good Colby is. We're going to, continue to play through him a lot. He's a terrific decision maker. He gives us that size on the wing that we really need to defend a lot of the wings here in the Big East.
Next question, Andy?
Travis, talk about building a little confidence. So your bigs hit, I think, 7 of 8 or 8 of 9 free throws at crunch time there, and that sort of reversed the trend, it seemed.
Yeah. You know what? I was really happy for Jason. It's funny, like Jason, if you go into a workout with Jason, or you come to practice, you watch Jason, he's going to make 85% of his free throws. 85. That's all mental. And trust me, I get all the emails from people, hey, Jason Carter needs to do this on his free throws. He needs to do this on his free throws. And Jason, he had confidence. He went up there tonight. He didn't leave it short because he's a really good free throw shooter. Zach obviously made some big ones there late as well. We need that. That's how you close out games, because if you miss those free throws, all of a sudden it becomes a way different ball game. So again, anytime we can close out games by making free throws, man, that's big. We finished 13 for 20, which isn't good enough from the line, but we definitely made them down the crunch time.
Next question, Jeremy?
Travis, your team is 12-4. The regular season is winding down. You certainly have played a decent amount of games. I know you would like to have played more, but what do you know 16 games in about your team's identity? Can you put a finger on it right now?
Jeremy, it's been hard. I think obviously we struggled offensively tonight. I think we've been a much better offensive team than defensive team through this part of the year. I think we really share the basketball well. I think our ball moves really, really well. I'd say that's our identity on the offensive end. And then on the defensive end, we got to be a team that's going to, again, we want to keep our defense tight. And that doesn't mean that we're giving up wide open threes, right? I want everything to be contested. We don't gamble. I want to be disciplined on that end. And we got to be a heck of a lot more disciplined with our blockouts. But we're going to be a man-to-man defensive team. I told our guys that after the St. John's game, man. We're not playing 2-3 zone. We're not a 2-3 zone team. We're just not. And against St. John's, we were throwing stuff against the wall to see if it would stick, whether it was our substitutions, whether it was zone press, man. That's not us, man. We do what we do. And we haven't changed our man-to-man defense one bit since day one, and that's who we are.
Next question, Adam?
Travis, this was quite a drastic change from the first meeting with Butler in terms of what you got from Paul Scruggs. Did Butler do something to take him away from the offensive part of the game, or did he just get lost a little bit in the flow of things?
I thought he got lost a little bit tonight, Adam. Obviously I think Paul Scruggs is as good as any guard there is in our league. I think he's an all-conference guard. But he just, he wasn't great offensively tonight. But you know what? Paul still impacted the game in a big way. Like he does. I mean, like you may say, okay, he scored, I don't know how many points he scored. He had 2 points, I believe. Yeah. But he had 6 assists. He played really hard on defense. He was flying all around on the floor. So even when Paul's maybe having an off night or so to speak, as far as scoring goes, and he impacts the game in other ways. And that kind of permeates throughout the rest of our team. Just his toughness, his motor, his energy, his effort. You can feel Paul. And I think that's really important. And again, when he's scoring the ball, I mean, shoot, he's as good as any guard in the entire country when you add that onto it.
Adam?
You didn't have Deontay Miles available tonight. Is there an update? What's going on with him?
He's kind of day-to-day right now, Adam. He twisted his knee in practice 2 days ago. We don't know how serious it is. Hopefully it's not that serious. But again, right now he's day-to-day. And obviously we knew Brian wasn't going to play as well. Brian will be playing next game, though. He'll be back, which will be good. So he'll be able to practice tomorrow. So I don't know when the return of Deontay Miles will be.
Any other questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.